Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eternal Mooncast, the streaming show all about Sailor Moon fan theories. We cover everything from the prominent to the obscure in the Mooniverse. We are your co-hosts, Michi and Selene, and joining us again for a Sailor Moon fashion deep dive tonight is Fancy Duckie and Avina. First up is Fancy Duckie.
Hello. Me. I sound like a dying duck, but I've got tea.
Is she a bird or is she a girl? Either way, she's a social worker by daylight, a Sailor Senshi by moonlight, and she's been cosplaying 16 whole years and has been a Sailor Moon fan since she was 3. Welcome, Fancy Duckie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and then next up is Avina.
Hello.
Avina is a blogger, stylist, and artist who has dressed in alternative Japanese fashion for nearly 2 decades. Currently, they aspire to be a fashion blog. They love discussing fashion trends and encouraging people not to follow them. Thank you for joining us again, Avina.
Oh, happy to be here. Thanks for having me again. Bob.
Yeah, I was going to say your peak blob.
I read it and I was like, blob.
No.
So I had to reread it. I was like, no, it says blob.
Yeah, no, like I read it right.
Honestly valid. Like,
It's empowering not to have anything perceived except blob.
yeah.
So, as always, we have our quick Mooney disclaimer. We would like to remind everyone that these are just our personal opinions. We do not in any way represent Toei or the Sailor Moon intellectual property. We invite you to join us tonight as we stream live on Twitch. And also, don't forget to join our Discord discussion. Sailor Moon fashion, once again. This is actually the first episode I'm in the fashion one.
Is
The last one, I was not co-host at that time when the first one was done.
we're going to repeat a little bit of what we did in the initial episode because we were also not doing video episodes at that time.
And this is certainly a topic better for visuals.
Yes.
Facts.
All right. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, Avina, I know fashion history is like your bread and butter.
Oh yeah, I absolutely adore like talking about contemporary fashion, just like recent historical fashion. I don't get like super into the nitty gritty, anything outside like the 19th century. That's not really my speed, but I really love talking about like more recent stuff. Basically, like a lot of what's behind the Sailor Fuku is like very directly inspired by like certain historical events. I'm really excited to share like my research and what I learned about Fuku, and also why Fukus are like such a big part of Takeuchi's work specifically. Because if you look at a lot of other magical girl anime, they don't all Sailor Fuku in quite the same way. The girls go to school, so they'll be wearing a school uniform, but it's not so integrated into their transformation outfit. And that is also something that is like fully explained if you like do some digging into Takeuchi's inspirations and like what was popular in the 80s. Because even though Sailor Moon started in like the very early 90s, like the 80s bled into the 90s, obviously, and that inspiration like didn't just disappear when we hit the new decade. So yeah, I'm like, I hope y'all like to hear about clothes and what they mean.
No, and it's funny because in my reread of the Sailor Moon manga, I literally bugged Avina so much that I sent them every single new picture of fashion that I found. I was like, Avina, we're cataloging it.
That's a Chanel. That's Givenchy. Like, it's especially funny because like French fashion, I observe it. I know why it's there. I acknowledge it. But I'm not nearly as like big into French fashion as like Takeuchi and like basically most Japanese people were in the late 80s, early 90s. So it was also really informative for me because like when I think of Chanel, I just think that one purse that has like the quilted look and like the chain. And I think of the choker with like that Chanel rose on it. That's all that used to come to mind. And now like I can't unsee like all the other telltale signs of Chanel. And it's just all over like Sailor Moon, like the Sailor Moon manga, especially. Michi and I did a panel at Otakon this past year that was so much fun. And we talked a lot about how the anime doesn't quite like hit that like high fashion haute couture like, itch the way like the manga does. And it's in large part because like the animation studio needed to like simplify the outfits to animate them. And also because like the demographic switch was like, oh, like it's going to be like really young girls. And like, we're just going to put them in like fun clothes that like really young girls will like. Where Takeuchi kind of drew them in the things she wanted to see them in. It was just a different perspective. But Yeah.
No, definitely. And I think that's the interesting part is like the history of it and where you do see the influences.
I basically wanted the first thing I like to touch on is like contemporary fashion at the time. And then we can start talking about Fuku. So basically, what you on screen is what was like very popular at the time, like during Sailor Moon's initial run. And like right before Sailor Moon would have started publication. So it's what you would like what Takeuchi and like other Japanese people were observing at the time. You've got that green dress, which is a bodycon dress, basically body contour. It's tight fitting. It like reveals all your curves. It's really popular in the clubbing scene at the time. We like to think about how like the 2010s did business casual at the club, but like the late 80s did it first.
Yeah,
For sure.
Ashton is a sir.
So it was just like, oh, I'm going to change my shoes. And I went from like office meeting to like club chic. They're high hemlines, which like that isn't quite the norm. But yeah, in the middle is Paragal or Paradise Girl, which is like hired by like the cliched, like stereotypical view of like Hawaii. So you've got like this kind of laid back, kind of sporty vibe with cute little frilled skirts. And that kind of vibe I see a lot through the manga as well, especially on Jupiter, I feel, and Venus. I feel like I see them and stuff like that all the time. And then we've got French casual, which that like defined the majority of Takeuchi style. Like she herself, I would argue, wore a lot of French casual if you look at photos of her. But men's French casual reminds me of a lot of really elegant dressed up outfits that the men in Sailor Moon wore as well. Like lots of like buttons and like military style details and just this very like chic, suave look.
The men in Sailor Moon know how to dress.
Oh yeah.
Except for
They dress to impress.
I'm a Mamoru defender because I want to dress like a grandpa.
The fact that you defend that potato.
I'm a potato. I'm a fashion slob, and so is Mamoru.
You're talking about like manga Mamoru. I can defend those outfits.
yes,
Granted,
yes. Anime mama, like what,
anime
sir,
mama
sir.
and like everyone in the anime to a degree. I think like maybe only like Mercury looked good like a lot of the time,
Yes.
which is
I love
weird
Usagi's
because like
outfit.
yeah, Usagi's outfits are cute too, but like the wedding episode, we'll talk
Oh,
Ambrosia found again.
Celine wasn't here for that, and Celine needs to experience.
But Crochet salad.
the wedding, the ambrosia salad wedding dress, which like what's so funny too is that they like hype up the guy who designs it as being like the best fashion designer in Japan. And I'm like, that's what you came up with?
Midwestern salad. That's not really salad.
It's just the best.
It's so good. Did you wait? Was that in the PowerPoint, Avina?
I don't know if we even, because like I was so paranoid because we went like crazy over time when we did the podcast.
All right. So I don't know what to show first. Should I show the dress first or ambrosia salad first?
Show Ambrosia's. No, show the dress first.
Okay. Celine, are you ready for this? It's pretty overwhelming. It's the most fashionable piece of clothing, apparently, according to the anime and Sailor Moon.
And it was like the peak of the like runway in that that was the finale look.
Are you ready? It's the okay. That's it. That's
Also,
it.
I forgot about the other models frumpy sailor costume as well.
Somebody should cosplay that as the most obscure version of Sailor Moon on Earth.
Oh my god.
She looks like a cake.
Yeah.
She reminds me of those Barbie like birthday cakes.
Yes.
She looks like this.
Yeah, she does look like an ambrosia salad.
She do. So it's a hell of a
Ambrosia salad.
Don't worry, Duckie is here for you.
It mini marshmallows. It is canned fruits of various varieties, usually like pineapple and the maraschino cherries. And then you can do fresh mandarin oranges if you want, or you can do the ones in syrup. And like if you're feeling real fancy, you can do shredded coconut in there and maybe some almonds. And you mix it all up and it's a salad. It's not really a salad, but Minnesota and upstate New York are thus Just what I
conservative. I'm just like,
It's not like we'd have fresh fruit in the middle of winter, man.
So that's what happens right here. And then apparently somebody got inspired, and this is what happens right here.
Yeah. I'm not proud of this particular aspect of white people cuisine, okay? Like, it does have...
What the white people?
You're not wrong. Not wrong.
It's not the worst thing I've ever eaten. Haggis exists.
Oh my gosh.
at least this wasn't a haggis-inspired wedding dress. Can you imagine?
Hello. I am oatmeal.
Oh my god. But yeah, so this is the famous wedding dress that we had to talk about.
I also have to highlight that this was absolutely not on trend for weddings at the time. Like, you've got like the general silhouette and like the puff sleeve, but like the colors were like big no. Like that style of veil with that was also kind of weird. It's very much like the sort of thing that they had created because they knew that like little kids like watching this is going to be like, ooh, big fluffy dress, full princess, and like be like obsessed. But that's sort of like why I feel like there's like a distinct divide between the fashion in the anime and the fashion in the manga, because the anime like cared a lot more about like very little kids and like what their sensibilities would be, and the manga was like more about what Takeichi felt like drawing. So it was more influenced by a fully grown adult rather than children.
I would pay so much money to know what Takeuchi's action was to this dress coming on screen.
I know, right?
She was like, I was on vacation that day.
She's like, I'm not responsible.
She was like, I don't know this person. Who?
Like, imagine you get one chance to meet her, and this is the artwork you bring to kids.
Yep.
She was like,
and she's like, I don't know her. I don't know her. Suddenly, I cannot read.
Mangy child. I don't know them.
And that's why not all of Usagi's outfits are fits. Technically, she didn't wear that, but she did inspire it. So, I mean, it's not better or worse.
Love all of these. I'd wear any of these.
So much.
Yes, and all those outfits are pretty directly inspired by like French casual. So to go in a little bit more into like why French casual is so popular, there was this magazine called JJ, which was the magazine to pick up on a lot of trends. They featured Chanel heavily, a lot of other French haute couture brands, and this was during like the Japanese bubble economy where everyone had more money than they knew what to do with. So they were able to afford a lot of these like big ticket items and purchase like multiple $1,000 outfits all the time. And if you couldn't, all of the cheaper brands were also trying to emulate the like fancier French haute couture brands. So even if you were like, I don't want to break the bank buying like a $2,000 Chanel jacket, I can probably find like a $200 one that like looks nearly identical. So lots of folks were wearing things that like were made out of like tweed and had contrast pockets and contrast piping and lots of roses everywhere, which you will see in all the like Sailor Moon art books. The roses.
Doilies.
What Venus is wearing and even what Usagi is wearing reminds me a lot of Pink House fashion, which I also have some images of. It is very much this like fashion that kind of existed in a vacuum in Japan at the time, and it was like inspired by like 70s prairie revival and was like a lot of like lots of like floral patterns, like longer length pieces, like these really fun like frilly over the top collars. And interestingly, Usagi's sweater just has a P on it, which a lot of Pink House sweaters had. So it's just like Usagi's name's not Pusagi. So that P is probably for Pink House, to be honest.
I remember being so confused by that as a child.
Yeah,
I was like, why?
Right. Monogrammed was not your initial.
Yeah. It's probably because it's just winking and nodding at Pink House style.
Also, though, I love that they matched her hair bows to her sweater. Like, it's so cute.
It's super cute.
She made me want that hairstyle so badly.
Oh, that's Saku Takuchi herself.
Yeah.
Very fashionable.
Dang, girl.
So high fashion. She wore lots of Chanel. She, I think, also really liked Yves Saint Laurent. Wore a lot of Yves Saint Laurent. I didn't have a lot of photos of her in Givenchy, but she also, that's her Porsche that she's laying on top of. And she drove that Porsche around everywhere.
It's not a flex.
It is absolutely a flex. And like these photos were published in a magazine that had an interview with her. So she was like, oh yeah, we can do this photo shoot on top of my personal Porsche. And yeah.
Nice.
So I love that photo
Nice.
of her. Like a lot of
She's a
people
queen.
share that like one photo of her in like a pink Chanel suit, which is very cute. But this one is just incredible. It's a vibe.
A queen.
Yes. Yes. That's what I all day.
Oh yeah, and this is where I get into why the Fuku is like so important in Sailor Moon, because the transformation outfits also being a Fuku is like fairly contained to Sailor Moon and the two things that influence Takeuchi. And one of them is a tokusatsu anime. I'm gonna have to like, read it off my phone because it is a lot of French words strung together. Excuse my friend, literally. A bae fille masque poitrine, which literally is like the beautiful masked breast. Because I think poitrine is supposed to be like more of a reference to like bird, but it's just like, anyways.
Now we understand
Let's not
the
worry too much
connection
about
to me. Everybody's in a V formation like birds.
For
It all makes sense.
Duckie was ahead of the curve.
Yes. Yes. Oh
So
my god.
that tokusatsu was super popular at the time. For those of you who don't know what like tokusatsu is, if you've ever like watched like Kamen Rider or anything like that, they're basically like they're called like live action effects shows. So their whole thing is that they do a lot of live action special effects and like stunt work. So think like Power Rangers. Power Rangers got its start as a tokusatsu and then was localized in the US as Power Rangers. But it's a bunch of different tokusatsu shows linked up. So if you think about like the cheesy fighting and like action, that is what like tokusatsu pioneered. And that's what the duo in La Bae Fille Masque Poitrine do. And there's a little mini version of her, which is very interesting. They have very like class like cat eye masks, which is interesting. They've got sailor collars. That pose that they're striking is very familiar. A lot of this tokusatsu just was the blueprint for Sailor V, which then in turn became like every other aspect of Sailor Moon. And then we've also got Sukeban Deka, which was another like action show, and it was cool. It like fit into this trend of TV shows of like ass kicking girls, and almost always they were wearing a very specific style of sailor outfit, and girls that wore that style of outfit were called Sukeban. Usually it's like a longer pleated skirt, and they're known for running around in gangs and having like baseball bats and motorcycles and are very cool. And so like if you've ever seen like Kamikaze Girls, like in a sense, like one of the main characters is like the grown up is like the evolved version of a Sukeban. So
or like Go from Pruba.
yes, Toru's mom is a really good example of a Sukeban girl. So yeah, that's basically what had inspired. And again, if you look at a lot of Sukeban Deka, it's like an ensemble cast of 5 girls. They do a lot of joined hands together in the center and a lot of fun group fighting. So again, these were like 2 really big properties that were super popular and had revolutionized TV for young girls in the 80s. So Takeuchi saw a lot of that inspiration and put that into her own work. And that's why the Fuku is like so intrinsic to Sailor Moon, because 2 of her biggest inspirations had Fuku bearers in it.
That's so crazy.
It's interesting with the way their front is tied, because Sailor V was first, like her comic and everything. So to see her uniform still be down, that's interesting to see that.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the bow. She's got the little tie in the front like they do.
And like that little tie in the front is like just classic sailor uniform. Like you don't see the big bows on like actual Japanese sailor uniforms.
Oh, is this one more common?
Yeah. Like that little like tie in the front. So think like Kagome from Inuyasha. Like even Sakura and Cardcaptor Sakura technically has that kind of tie.
So was Takeuchi just wanting to be different making the bow?
Yeah, and I think it's just like more girly and fun. And also, there are some uniforms that do have the big bow, but it's not classically the sailor uniform. It's more like uniforms with the blazer and pleated skirt, a la like Michiru and Haruka's uniform, and like having that big bow at the front. So I think it's like almost trying to combine the two and then also just kind of make it cutesier is my theory there. The Sukeban Deka mass latrine is like an admitted influence, but I don't know so much about the transformation part. So like making it like the big fluffy bow. But I think it's cuter and it stands out more. So I think it was a good decision.
I agree.
Yeah. So apparently they swapped to the more blazer style because Sukeban Kings. So they were like, we're not going to make these your uniforms anymore.
Really?
We're switching to a new style.
Oh, that's funny.
Which live your dreams. So yeah, like these were like largely out of fashion by the 90s because Japan in the 80s was like, stop doing girl gang stuff.
Also, in Japan, I think most girls liked the blazer cost outfit and saw it really cute. Saw that as like the cuter outfit, whereas they saw the like classic Sailor Moon outfit as being either Sukeban or just juvenile, like the two extremes.
Right. Continue.
Oh yeah, this is just more of just showing how similar the poses and the outfits look between the two inspirations.
Oh yeah.
No, it's funnier. It's funnier whenever you're like, wait a minute, something seems similar.
I was so proud finding that photo on the right.
Like a little geese.
Look at this. It's so funny when you do that, actually.
Look at them.
There's like a taller and like tinier version who looks nearly identical as well. It's like very entertaining to me.
Yeah. Every series needs a chibi. All right, continuing on. So this is a little more history.
Yeah, more safe history. You can go to the next slide because I'm going to talk more on that. Originally, I dropped something. Originally, the like sailor or like school uniforms were hakama with mono, and that's what girls were going to school, and that's pre-World War II. Or actually, it might be it might be Meiji era, so it's like even earlier than that. And sailor uniforms came into prominence with open borders in Japan, since Japan used to be like kind of cloistered off for a bit. And they basically saw naval uniforms and were like, oh, these are not only easier to sew and faster to churn out, they're more comfortable and like easier for girls to run around in, because the concern was like there were plenty of young girls who wanted to participate in sports and more physical activity, but like the older traditional outfit kept them from being able to do those things at the same like level as like the boys in their class. So the people who like looked at the Japanese educational system and wanted to make it a bit more equal saw like the sailor uniform as like a good opportunity. Not only were they cheaper to make, they're usually like a lot of sailor uniforms were just made at home. You didn't buy them from a store. Like a lot of people just found the sailor uniform a little bit easier to deal with. And that's how those were born. And the more modern day photo that you see on the right is actually from Osaka, like a school in Osaka. And I actually got to see these uniforms in person when I was in Japan, because I happened to be getting on the train the same time a lot of school kids were. And I'm like, oh, it's like so interesting to see all these like uniforms that I've only ever seen like animated in person. Yeah, it's very interesting. But you know, the classic like button down Mandarin colored jacket. But the blazer style for both girls and guys is what kind of became the more dominant style, because it's just more on trend and it's seen as more grown up. You tend to see like sailor collars in middle schools, and high schools will get the blazers. But that's not like a hard and fast rule. Sometimes like even the middle school has the blazer. But a lot of people will pick their school based on the uniform. So if they like the uniform, they'll try really hard to get into that school, because it's not like the US where like you're like in a certain district and that's the public school you go to. You can just apply and take the entrance exams accordingly. So yeah, the school uniform means a lot, because if it looks good, it's like a good way to keep your school alive, because you get like guaranteed applicants who are like, I want the cute uniform.
And then you don't have to start an after school idol club to save your school. And
no halation starts playing.
I had to, I'm sorry. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, this used to be the cuter uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
Like avoided all of this.
Exactly.
Like, turned them into a trend by force. And now look at how many people wear them.
Right.
Oh my gosh. And then it's cool because it's like seeing it now, like back and forth.
Yeah. And also to note that, Michiru and Haruka went to like fancy private school. So having the blazer and like the more like muted color palette like denoted that a bit better. And also it showed that they were older. Because the inners are like they start in middle school, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
So
tight.
you can really contrast the two.
Yeah, Ray's school uniform, like, sometimes it gets localized as, like, she's going to, like, TA Catholic School Academy. I think there's nuns at her school, so I'm pretty
There
sure
are.
it's, like, Catholic. Which, like, make it make sense. Ray's dad, you sent your, like, Shinto kid to a Catholic school, but pop off, king. Anyway, so she's
No,
got
really,
the
pop off.
blazer.
She's got the fancy blazer. I
Yeah.
was that kid that was not like who went to like Episcopalian private schools, but like, was not Christian at all
Episcopalian.
because it
Oh
was
my
like
gosh.
that was the better school in my like
Mm.
neighborhood or
Mhm.
whatever. So I could totally see it. Like I remember thinking about that as a kid and being like, oh, she's just like me. Ended up at a very random school, like unrelated to the religion they were brought up in.
I always wondered, I was like, why did they make her skirt the shortest?
She had the nicest legs.
True. Sailor Mars of the high heel. Michi, come on.
Hey, that's fair. I couldn't think that one. I'm like,
I'm like looking at my Volk stall and I'm like, wait, does she have yet?
yeah, she does.
In the school uniform?
Even in the school uniform, Ray has she has like a little kitten heel and 2 little strappies usually. So she's like very fashion, even as a pleb.
All right, and I got to know your opinions because I have had every emotion and relationship with these uniforms in the middle. I have had the what the hell is that? I have had the Merry Christmas. I have had the
Happy Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
I have had the
holidays.
what the like why stripes and plaids and reds and greens and olives. And, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Welcome to What the Fuku.
What Fuku, y'all.
But genuinely, I'm curious. What do you guys think of the Mugen school uniforms?
I like the summer uniform better than the winter.
Really? I like it less.
I love a puff sleeve.
You like it?
I'm also a sweaty Betty, so like comfort wise for cosplay.
That is valid. That is 1,000% valid. I understand that. Whereas
The ambrosia salad.
Fuck that
Also
uniform,
of
that
my
was
people,
worse.
we are a sweaty bunch. Like every year at Katsugon, it's literally, oh my god, it is 2 degrees outside, but the Gaylord's like 5,000 degrees, especially in the upper floors. Like once you get to the atrium, it's fine. But like when you are like leaving your hotel room, it's like 9,000 degrees. Yeah, no, I love the little puff sleeve. Haruka's pants for why, like I wish they were solid and they had done something different with like just left the tie tartan or something. But I like the window pane tartan. It makes my little Scottish heart happy.
Their
This is
uniforms are honestly my favorite.
really?
Yeah, I
Same.
really like them. They also look very similar to. So I mentioned that Episcopalian school. They look very similar to what the high schoolers at my school wore. The same color palette, the
Oh my
same,
god.
the same like vibe. I would look at the red and think more maroon than like cherry red, which helps with the Christmas vibe. Like it doesn't read as Christmas to me. And I love the tartan pants. Like I love a good cotton pant.
I like if the boys' uniform for Mugen, like I feel like with a different jacket, if it was just a solid green jacket and then like maybe the like maroon tie or something, I don't know, something about it just doesn't do it for me in the same way that like the girls' uni does. I feel like there's more to like, break up the girls' uniform. I don't know, but that's just me.
And what do you think, Selene?
The silence.
It does look Christmas.
I know the looks you took pants. The worst guy. Because we all do it.
Personally, if I cosplayed it, I would actually do a deep maroon that you see in crystal. I would do that deeper maroon color. I just don't think when it came to the art for the art books and stuff like that, I just don't think the color translated well. I don't think that bright red was as meant, because that's ugly.
Merry Fashion Crisis.
Yeah, Merry Fashion Crisis.
Here, hang on. I got this.
I like the long sleeve look on Michiru. I don't like how the short sleeve looks. The breakup that happens, I was like, I don't like, but I always preferred what Haruka looked like.
When I was young, the big question that I always asked myself when I was watching Sailor Moon was like, why aren't their legs cold? Because like when I would go to school in the winter, we were allowed to wear like thick like fleece leggings or like tights underneath. Like one looks very bare-legged, right?
Yes.
I looked into it. A lot of Japanese girls will just stick heat packs like under their skirts and stuff. And like those little like stick on shaky
Yes.
heat packs.
The hot hands.
They're surviving.
It'd still be cold.
It'd still be cold. But I guess it's like enough for them.
Were they wearing stockings then? Just thick stockings?
A lot of times it's just bare legs.
Absolutely not.
Just
no.
your leggy and
God.
32 degrees Fahrenheit. No, thank
Especially
you.
if you see that they're wearing like regular ankle socks like year round. So it's like,
Yeah.
why not change it to a like taller sock or a tight? I don't know.
Because I
Like
went to private
pants,
school
right?
for like Heartbeat, but I went like for a moment and we were told we had to wear the skirts, which I was pissed about. I was like, why can't I wear pants? But we were told that during the winter, if it got cold, that's the only time we were allowed to wear leggings for the girls.
That's
And I was
crazy.
like,
What the Fuku?
So I guess let's talk about the school uniforms and Fuku's.
Hello, it's me. This is where
you're the problem.
the ADHD brain of like hyper focusing on like completely useless to real life, but like very useless to me or very useful to me as like a cosplayer like fact thing comes in. Because if you like ask me like, oh yes, how many stripes does this person have on their collar at this season? I'm like, yep, it's 2. It's sad. Anyway,
No,
so
it's
like
epic.
when we start off, we've got like everybody going to like different schools because they haven't found each other and awakened to Senshi yet. I honestly, the thing that's never made sense to me is like why Mina didn't try to transfer into Usagi's school before like waking the rest of the Senshi up. Like if she thought it would be like too obvious or too like whatever. But anyway, because like she was awake. She was the one giving out transformation pens and Gold Crown Game Center. So
She read a
Girl.
manga and she really
Yeah.
wanted to live out her dream of being like the Jerry to their Totally Spies.
yes.
She was like,
So
thank you.
she starts out at a different school. Ami and Usagi are at the same school. Rei's off at her private Catholic school, and Makoto goes to the same school as Usagi and Ami, but like her excuse for why her uniform is different is because she's a transfer student and because she's so tall at 5'6". They couldn't find a uniform that like fit her. So she still wears her like winter uniform from her old school, which also looks like a Sukebon style fit, which fits in with her character because she's like the most yonky out of all of the girlies. Like she's ready to brawl from the get, like before she even transforms for the first time. And then we got Chibs at whatever the hell school she goes to. As
She go to school?
yeah, she's got her little fit in the R season. She's got a summer uniform and
Yeah,
a-
when she starts living with them, she
Yeah.
goes to school.
after she was just
I'm thinking great and lost her. Sorry, but if I brainwashed my family, I'm going to school as a child.
Yeah.
Why am I staying home and playing video games all day? Are you kidding? If I went through all that work to brainwash them, that is not happening.
yeah. No, she didn't think that one through.
Because she's got 2 little friends. She's got the little
yeah,
a younger version of Shampoo from Ranma.
Yes.
Like every time I see her, I'm like, Shampoo.
yeah, that you.
And then the kid who's got a crush on her or something.
Yeah. Here we go. And then we have Outer Squad after that. So, like, when the Outers first roll up, Udo doesn't appear as a civilian at all in R, does she?
She's in college.
She is, yeah, like, she's a lab lady
That
always.
lavender
Like, I think
business
when she's
casual
human,
suit.
yes.
she's a lab assistant.
Yeah.
At
And then
a-
she's like the
a
school nurse,
university.
and love that for her. And then the outers are obviously a Mugen when the rest of them roll up. And that is like very different from everybody else's uniforms and sets them apart as like these very, like, I feel like the outers in general are just like, ah, yes, these are like really elegant, really cool, like cool older sister kind of energy, both in their civilian forms and as Senshi is like, what are they about? Like mystery. And Totaru is
But to be fair, Haruka did make this look good. So,
yeah, no,
like, somehow, because that should not look good.
no, but
I love it so much. I love that it has that front panel and then box pleats to the side in like the
Yeah.
two directions. It's just chef's kiss. It looks so good. I love that skirt.
thing. I forgot how it goes. Does Mugen only have 2 bow colors? I feel like they have 3.
We only see 2
Okay,
that I know of. There is Hotaru's, which is like
blue.
blue, and then there's like green.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be the middle school then.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. I think it's just middle and high school.
Sometimes I see the bows change color based on year, but I don't think that's what they were going for with the Mugen uniforms. But yeah, Michiru and Haruka stay green.
They are supposed to be in an older grade, though, aren't they?
Yeah. They're supposed to be older than Oliver.
She's in the middle school, and they're in the high
she's
school.
baby. And they're like in their first year of high school or something when they're introduced, I want to say.
Okay.
I love Hotaru so much.
I know. She's such a cute.
So, like, even for her, she's set apart from the rest of the outers, as is Setsuna being like that lady or whatever, like the most different.
Yeah, like not even getting.
Yeah, they make her the eldest out of everybody. I forget, because I know we have a moment of her in the lab in the manga. Like, you get like a second of her like talking to people and
yes, business cells. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Okay, but Pluto though, sometimes like when she's home in the manga, her outfits go 180.
I know.
Because I was just looking, I was trying to find a picture of her purple outfit, and then this image came up from Sailor Failures, and let me see if I can share my screen.
Sailor Failures?
Yeah.
Look at the variety of outfits, like
The duality of Setsuna.
That lavender suit, man.
that's one of my favorite outfits.
I love it so much.
So much.
I would wear the hell.
I shouldn't love it, but I love it.
Lavender is my favorite color, so it was like purpose built for me.
Yes.
I just love her. She's so good.
But yeah, so that's them as little babies. And then once we get into stars, everybody's going to the same high school except for Chibs and Hotaru because they're still baby. But I think Chibs and Hotaru are going to 2 different schools or Hotaru's just being a freaking emo homeschool kid. I don't know. Because there's like the one, there's the one with covered with the fucking together. And she got like this all black, like school uniform.
She does?
Yeah, hang on, let me find it.
I always saw the outfit and thought like theater kid, like she's working.
Yes, like, and it's giving.
Did you see the little French beret?
Yeah. Where the hell is this?
She's going
Do
to
I
a slam
have
I'm
poetry
pretty
night.
sweet, girl.
All of the things. Yes. I got this. The ref pics. Sorry. And
So yeah, so it's an interesting combo. So we got like middle school, junior high, where she won.
whatever she.
Middle school. And then
Where is it?
oh yeah.
And Chips has like a weird
What?
kilt, not kilt. Like, I'm sorry.
Yes,
As somebody who's made one, why are there 3 straps? Why are they all on one side?
Because why not?
Is this from one of the art books?
Yeah, this is from the stars. There's like this.
I love that outfit though.
Everybody.
I forgot that outfit existed.
And she's
Yeah,
got
I
her
really
little
like that.
That's
little
cute.
choker. Little 90s choker.
That's so cute.
Yeah, because they rob her of that, I'm realizing,
Yeah.
in the anime. They put her in this yellow and purple number.
Crystal. Oh, and Stars in the OG. Yeah.
Because she's homeschooled
Yeah.
by her two moms.
Yes. Right. It gets interesting too because OG Stars, the outers are like, yeah, I'm done with school. Bye. No, we're out. But in the manga, there's like, like Michiru and Haruka are like riding tandem on their little BC clay to school, and Michiru is like teasing Haruka about like wearing a skirt or whatever, and like, oh, you look so cute. But yeah,
She's
anywho.
so funny. Also, you can see the real tragedy is being hidden between Mamoru, like color combos. And then Seiya, what are you doing over here? Pink pants, red jacket, green shirt with orange stripe.
It's like
From
they're
afar, it looks like he just
their
has
little
very
fit. It's
long
just a
legs.
Oh my god, you think the bare legs?
Yeah, they just pan to me from afar. I always
no pants.
Looks like you got grapefruit pants.
the spray tan.
Oh my god, the Neutrogena pink grapefruit face.
Oh no!
Should really
Oh my
traumatized
god,
you.
yes.
That's
But
exactly
Saint
the color.
Ives
That
off
is
the top,
exactly
let's
the color.
go.
Oh my god, is there a way then?
And sort of like color panic. Oh god.
Oh my god, you're right. You're so
That's the
right.
exact color.
Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I need a side by side. Somehow. Oh my god, it's the
Exact
color.
There's always one weird outfit association with
And this time, and he's,
face wash.
oh my god, it's the exact color of the face wash, though. Oh my
That's why I was
I
like,
can smell it
grapefruit?
just looking at that picture.
I know.
Like the smell memory is very strong.
Yep.
And it was so bad for us.
Yep.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
use that
The
kid.
micro abrasions that we were doing to our freaking faces.
Yeah. And
I
like
used to
all
use
of the
that
freaking
St. Ives apricot
That's my
scrub
point.
one.
Look at that. Look at how close.
lipsticks. Oh my god. No, for real.
It's so bad.
See, if you cover the top half of him, I think it's just someone with like bare legs. But I think with all of them, pantsless.
Who's this pantsless stranger?
Oh my god. All right, we got off the rails. We're we bad.
Oh my god.
Taking the wheel, going back. Where were we?
So yeah, so over time, as their uniforms get more similar, it's representative of them becoming more cohesive as a group. Both the civilians and the French. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk about grapefruit bands.
Fine.
This is the finale. This is what I wanted.
Listen, we gotta leave 2023 with a bang.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's talk about the actual Sailor Fukus now.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do I have a good picture of those ready? Oh, here. This is actually a great example. Let me switch. This is a couple different ones all in one.
Oh yes. Yeah, my babies. My babies.
So they start out, they don't start out super different, but they do start out with their own personality.
Yes.
So
I love the different shoes.
Me too.
then yet this thing that you hate that they took away the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think making their shoes more similar was kind of a bummer for me.
Like, it looks so good all together, but also, because if I think about if I did, like, Venus with her, like, regular shoesies as Eternal, like, it would be fine on its own, but it would look weird as fuck. The whole squad with everybody with their OG shoes. In the beginning, everybody has, like, different accessories, different, like, number of collar stripes, different earrings, and Jupiter has her little antenna, Mercury has her little goggles, Mars has like a little belly brooch in the manga and some of the artwork.
And Mercury has no sleeves.
Yeah, Merc doesn't have any sleeve tacos in her first Senshin. And
Jupiter's got a
then,
belt.
yeah, Jupes has a
As
belt,
does-
Venus has a belt,
Yeah, and Venus too.
Pluto has a belt, her belt keys.
And Saturn had these really
Yes.
unique sleeves.
Yeah.
I love those sleeves. They look like wings to me.
Yeah.
They're just so pretty.
So I had a
angel.
I had a theory that the reason that Hotaru's Fuku was different from everybody else was because she came from an older time where their Fukus looked like that.
Spicy.
She had
Yeah,
a
because
baby.
she technically is the last one to
So my theory is they evolve with each scout, and it's just Saturn hasn't been called upon in so many generations.
Yeah.
Saturn's always the same person, so why would her Fuku change?
Yeah, her brooch is also the most different from everybody's at this point because hers is the closest to Usagi's or Chib's in terms of detail. She's got her little spiky hedgehog crystal. It almost looks a little please hold.
Like a starburst. Yeah, like pink.
I have the proplicate. Oh, I can prepare.
It
looks like a scarier version of the chrysanthemum crystal. But if you look, I think this is what Usagi's is in this season.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But if we look from the inside, I feel like a little beauty guru. Actually interesting because this is the reissue of it, and they made the inside so fancy. Anyway, but yeah, this is the boy. He is
Very fancy.
just like me, Saturn.
Oh, sorry. Keep getting scary warning.
But yeah, and everybody's brooches largely stay the same, except for Usagi and Chibiusa because plot or
Oh, you want to talk about brooches?
oh yeah.
Okay, let me pull up the list of brooches. Listen, there's so many.
I swear the brooches are 99% of the reason why I continued to be super into Sailor Moon because it's I love looking at them.
They're just so shiny and so pretty. Look
that and the star.
I got the Eternal one tattooed on me.
Yeah. Look at
Yep,
her.
that's my favorite. I'm still pissed about that though.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
Because they took the little topper off.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The little topper. They're supposed to be that.
Saucy now.
Yeah, they took that off.
I like the Starlight Sings transformation pendant the most.
Yes.
That's my favorite. If I could ever find the actual toy, that thing retails for so much.
Anywho, but yeah, so we evolve over time, and Vina can probably speak more to the symbolism with British monarchy.
Yeah, they're obsessed the crown jewels.
Yes. But yeah, they get more complex over time and incorporate more of the rest of the Senshi's colors. By the time you get to the Eternals, it's everybody's colors versus just the inners. Which
Yeah.
makes a little heart smile. Everybody together.
I know, it's they remembered the outers exist. I say that with so much bitterness.
Oh
yeah, I am with Michi there. I'm someone who adores the outer.
Well, all right. But it's fun. But yeah, but no, I think the brooches are beautiful though. I do think they're an iconic part of Sailor Moon history.
Yeah.
And then this is the little topper area that Selene is talking about.
That thing.
I don't understand why they took it out. It makes no sense.
No,
artistically, it doesn't make a difference if they freaking put it in there.
It's already on this guy, so why take it?
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Wait, so
you're clearly capable.
Yeah, they just took the little thing off, which is crazy because that's more crown jewel-ish by having that little thing on there. That's the ball that the queen will usually hold.
Yeah. The ball
I was pissed when I saw the proplica coming out, and I was like, they took it off. I was so upset because I was like, oh my god, I'm finally gonna get the Eternal brooch.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't look
Did the 90s toy have it?
It did.
Oh, rip.
The original one that came out in the 90s has it.
So, for my clarification, that image that we were all just looking at, what was the top and middle row? Because the middle row looks like the manga to me. The bottom row looks like Eternal?
Crystal.
Oh, it's a
Crystal.
crystal?
And
And
this was
then
the
the-
end.
Right, that's the 90s.
And what's the top row? Is that manga?
Manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I should have clarified.
You're fine. I fully do not remember that last one in the manga row. And I was like,
Also,
what am I
her
looking
tiara freaking changed with it too.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Like she had the big like moon and blah blah. It was so funny when her tiara was like changing along with her brooch.
Yeah, but there's a good side by side right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
was
they
no
took it
reason.
off the crystal too. That's sad.
Yeah, it's completely gone.
That's why
Depression.
the Proplica was made like that, because it was made like crystals. So when they were coming out with the Cosmos movie, I was like, oh, they took it off. I was like, for what reason?
That's so
Mhm.
weird to me because if they were worried about ease of animation, like they've made the brooches in like 3D before in crystal. So like I
Really?
don't understand why they didn't just add it on because they're just tracing over 3D. Like if anything, the OG anime removing it would have made a lot more sense because
Yeah.
they weren't using as much of computer assistance back then.
That's funny in a way, but yeah, crazy it's gone.
Yeah.
Is it because like it looks better on the Fuku? Because like the way the collar is? I don't know.
I don't know. As a cosplayer,
Unless
that broke
they were
the
trying to emulate what it looks like in the manga more. 'Cause in the
Yeah.
manga, it's more of just a glowy heart.
It's very simple. It's that one.
Oh,
Do
okay.
Google images for close up.
And I'm like, thank you, Google. This is a 10 out of 10 search. You know?
Exactly what we needed though. But yeah, so like, what are words?
Oh, and this is a great side by side from Reddit.
Oh yes, of Supers to Eternal.
Okay, I'm going to be controversial here. I always like this one better.
Supers.
Supers. I always
Oh,
like
yeah.
Supers better.
Oh, I like Supers more too.
Supers is P.
I'm not really sure what's going on with the color palette on Eternal. Like, why did her skirt randomly get yellow?
I think it's supposed to be like gold and like pink. Like hot pink is how I've always made them because I think it looks like horrible red. Like
It's a lot more pretty in the manga to
Yeah.
me. Like,
it's so much prettier in the manga. Like
I do think it's a beautiful design. Oh, I forgot that's the name. There. Look how pretty this is.
like when it's not highlighter yellow and fire engine red.
I definitely like it a bit more, but I still prefer the other.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Super by far is like Ray.
So I just realized something that was interesting since we're looking at Eternal Moon. So in the 90s anime, she has 3 different brooches for stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one for her school uniform, which is not the standard one, and then it turns into the one that she uses to transform, and then what she has on Eternal Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
So
She
has
like
3
yeah.
different brooches.
Oh my
Because
god.
the one that she wears on the school uniform just looks like a big yellow heart, I think, in the anime.
Yeah, with her little moon.
There it is.
Where's Baby Girl?
All sources will be linked in the description. Yeah, look, it's gold here.
Yeah.
It's pink here,
Yeah.
gold, and then
I don't even think it shows up on
It's all over the place.
her school uniform in the manga in stars. I can't remember now. Gonna go Spelunking. King.
I just think it's so interesting that her Fuku changes so drastically.
Think like for Soggy too, like her like power up like words. Like she is the one that has like the most aggression of everybody. Like everyone else is already pretty like
Amazing.
yeah. So I feel like for her and like over time too, like the ways in which her Fuku changes. Like I know it's not necessarily true in like the manga. Like I feel like the bridges are all around the same size, but if we're looking at the Proplicas, like they get like a lot bigger over time and like more expansive in terms like, oh, the silver crystal has leveled up. We need more space for it to grow.
She's
But
like a Pokemon.
She just keeps evolving.
I mean, it changes shape, so
but I think like from OG to Super is like one of the bigger Or actually, because Sagi gets like a brooch upgrade in R, but doesn't get like a costume upgrade. But she's still Sailor Moon. I don't think they start calling her Super until she gets like her little butterfly wings, etc.
It's a season.
But yeah, it's the S season or is it Super S?
No, this is S.
She because she gets this like midway through, and then Chibs doesn't get her Super until Super S. Oh, right.
Yeah, you're right. And it's like, it's so different. Look at this and then look at this.
Yeah.
It feels so different to me. What about to you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sad we got
Very copy paste. Change the colors.
pretty much. What in
And also-
the volleyball pose? Shoot.
What are they talking about? They're doing the JC Penney like family garden.
That's
Yes.
a sorority squat.
Oh,
Sorority squat Jupiter.
yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, so Usagi's super transformation is like, oh, you're the Messiah, blah blah blah. And she gets her little butterfly / angel wings and this, and like when she transforms with the Holy Grail, it's all butterflies and rainbows and puppy dog tails. I really love the watercolors on these in the manga. They're not just like color blocked. I love so much.
It is a very different feel, anime to manga.
Especially like the artwork for Super Sailor Moon. Because like that's who I have on here for mine.
Here.
Oh,
And
great
it's
tattoo.
like it's a more of a watercolor.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it, was because it looks like it's just with the colors.
I think Takeuchi did the like classic Copic watercolor pencil combo. I think that was what was going on. Which is why I always tell folks like that's why Setsuna always looks like weird in color. Because they didn't even have a good brown skin tone for Copics until semi-recently. Fun fact. I know because I suffered in like the late 90s, early 2000s when I got my first set of Copics, and I was like, oh, everything's orange. Oh,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Where you know?
it looks like I think she did like this combo, like she had to use like watercolor pencils to make the skin look somewhat passable, but either she would just give up or what. I know she's like definitely interviewed before saying like she's the hardest for her to draw in color, which is why she's not in the manga as much.
Yeah,
you could mix the Copics to make the skin tone, but like it wouldn't get like that watercolory effect anymore. It would start looking like it's like cell shaded, like blocked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was the watercolor effect, right?
Yeah.
I love this. But yeah, like everybody gets longer tails for their butt bow in this, and then everybody except for
Look how tall Saturn is in that photo. Jesus Christ.
Is this older Saturn? I think it is.
This is
Gotta be. Look how much
older.
older they made her in that.
Yeah,
She's looking at the same age as Michi in that picture.
She really is. Like I never noticed before.
Everybody gets the long tails. Usagi and Chibs get the like waterfall pleats that are being of my goddamn existence.
Another fun fact, I'm pretty sure Takeuchi is assists with colors for Hunter x Hunter. So if you want to stare at her coloring more recently.
It's true. Oh, that's cool.
That's dumb.
She does almost.
But yeah. And then once everybody else gets their super upgrade, I don't know why Hotaru does the one shield, the one sleeve shield, and the heart brooch, because she does have the heart brooch in the anime, and I think like later in the manga in Super S, like when she comes back. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, look, but in this, this is all the pre-transformed.
Super, yeah, because Chibs is still Bambino.
Yes.
Super S.
Yeah, so the big difference, I think, is Mercury gets sleeves in the anime.
Yeah.
Can't really see it, but...
Because she's a death baby. Oh, hello, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley!
But yeah, then everybody gets their little heart, which like... Friendship! Intermachine of the heart that you wear on your chest over your heart. Oh,
I think they're a lot more uniform when we enter the super arc, but it definitely becomes like ultra uniform whenever we hit the Eternal arc.
yeah. Eternals is like the most uniform out of everything because even in super, like everybody still has their like different earrings and like their different shoes. I think everybody in super has a star on their choker at that point and like the one shield, like the one sleeve shield, whatever the hell we're calling these little
Pauldrons.
sets off of the tacos. And then Eternals is just, okay, everybody, let's get in formation to fight Galaxia. No more unique things except for your hair accessories. Goodbye.
To be fair, they all don't fight Galaxia because they were dead before the past.
Yeah, they lost.
We're just going to pretend, okay? Just
Yeah.
gonna pretend.
Yeah.
But yeah. So as we get further and further, like a lot of the unique little bits are disappearing. Also, it's interesting for me, like comparing Super to Eternal because Chubes and Usagi both have like double hip rolls, and then we get like the double belts in Eternal. So it's streamlining and like making everything more like snatched.
Yeah, everybody does get the doubles.
Yeah. Well, baby, Yotaru.
I know,
Because
she's so
fuck trying
tiny
to
in that
cosplay
one.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Loki brought up an idea.
Yeah.
I think it's because they become a unified fighting force versus little individual fighting girls.
Exactly. The power of friendship and full uniform.
That's tonight's tagline. Oh man, but we'll get more into the nitty gritty of it because I know we wanted to talk about like little.
What is friendship?
Okay, but we're gonna
Something
take
that we clearly don't.
we're gonna take a 15-minute break just to give ourselves a little stretch. But we're gonna come back. We're gonna get more into the nitty gritty and go into some more fun stuff and our opinions on the fashion because I know everybody has spicy opinions here. And then we'll see what. Oh, and we have to go into villains, which I know is a favorite topic. Welcome back to Eternal Mooncast. I'm your host, Michi. This is my co-host, Selene. This is the Fancy Duckie. And this is Avina. And we are all of your people talking about Sailor Moon fashion tonight. This time, part 2. What the fuck?
Okay.
Thank you for whoever came up with that title.
I think it was me. I was like asleep when y'all were like brainstorming, and then I woke up and I was like, brilliant.
Like, I think Avina was
Barbie movie, like sublime. That was me.
It's one of those, you're very brave, Ken. Thank you, Barbie.
No, and honestly, I don't know a single Sailor Moon cosplayer who hasn't said what the fuku when making one.
Oh, yeah.
Like menagerie when we were doing Eternals, it was say ooh woo to the fuku, as in say yes to the dress, but like with the horsehair braid. Because it makes it go ooh woo.
You should bring up the picture of when you did the Eternal Fuku because you guys did it so amazing.
Oh, yeah, we did. Thank you. I'm
Right,
doing
so
it
that's-
again because I hate myself.
One more time. Oh, but no, but it's the hip roll is the freaking devil when trying to make
Yeah,
when trying to make a Sailor Fuku.
it's devilry.
Oh, we didn't talk about the colors associated with the planet. Here, let me bring them back up.
Mars and Venus make sense.
Yeah. Okay, so like Mars is red because the planet is red.
Venus in the sky is orange.
orange because the planet is orange. Mercury is blue because the planet is blue and it's made out of light. Jupiter, you may be going, what in the fresh hell? Why is she green? The planet is orange.
Is it?
And brown.
It's like a brownie orange. It's got the one like little hot spot that's like orangey.
It's brownie.
Yeah. It is more brownie.
This one. That works. NASA's. I think NASA knows what.
Thanks, NASA. Oh, wait, no.
Wait, do they not know what they're talking about? Oh, wait, where's Pluto's still on here?
Oh,
This works. Pluto works.
All right.
Well,
I was
why
like,
are
wait
you
a
covering
second.
up the picture. Jiminy Cricket.
Give it a pointer.
NASA.
NASA, please.
Thank you, NASA. All right, now we're good.
There we go. Okay. So yeah.
What's
Planets are
interesting is
colors.
that there's, if you look at astrology, there are colors that each planet is represented by, but those are also not 1-to-1. Like some of them like make sense. Like moon is white, sun is yellow, red is Mars, and then Mercury is brown.
Yeah. Also, Uranus is Neptune's color, and Neptune's Uranus's color.
Yeah.
But Jupiter is green specifically because of...
That's the exact website I was looking at, what Loki's.
But she's green because, like, Japanese Thursday is Mokuyobi, which is, like, tree day, which is why she comes... That's why she gets, like, Jupiter Oak evolution and why she's been given this green color instead. Also, she just looks down in it, and I love Chef's Kiss.
Oh,
Anyway. But yeah, tuna fish is like ocean colors because ocean.
there you go.
Yeah, pink unicorns and sparkles with the side of death.
Oh,
Like, also, I think chips like being pink and Usagi being like more of a hotter pink. Like, when you think of like flower language, usually like the lighter shades of like red and pink are like baby love or like soft love or whatever. And like red is like more intense or more passionate. So it makes sense for her that she's got like more of a softer pinky color. Also, my favorite thing about her uniform specifically is when she's still baby, she only gets 2 little glove rolls on her little arm because that's all that fits. So for her first Senshi. And then from the super up, she has the 3, which makes them a little hurt.
just a baby.
She's just a baby. And then she starts growing again. So then she like gets more glove roll.
The growth spurt and the glove rolls.
Yeah, look, right here. She only has 2.
Yeah. Baby. She's just a baby.
I should be like me with my short arms.
Nico T-Rex arms use out up in the house.
I could be misremembering this, but didn't Takeichi, especially if you look at like the early like designs for Usagi when she had like white hair, wasn't like the white and pink hair.
It was pink. Her hair was like vaguely tinted.
It was like vingle pink, and then
Oh, we didn't talk about the prototypes.
We have to talk about the prototypes because I promised somebody we would.
And like Kibi's red eyes were supposed to look like a rabbit's, like red eyes,
like the white rabbit.
Yeah. And then there's the white rabbit that's pounding mochi on the moon.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I want that candy again so bad, man.
It's so good. White rabbit candy.
That was like our reward in Chinese class for doing good. She just like love white rabbit candies.
I lived in a very like Asian-centric neighborhood growing up, so we got lots of white rabbit and Botan rice candy.
Yeah,
trick-or-treating, which is so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I got them. Let me open them.
The bunny on the...
Yes, exactly. There's like Chip's hair looks like... Hers looks more similar to traditional depictions of Chang'e, which is like the like Chinese equivalent of like the lady in the moon. She's got like the 2 loops typically. I forget like what dynasty fashion I want to say it's Tang, but I don't know enough about Chinese ancient fashion to like comment. But that's like the little bun. Also the prototypes, yes.
The Mercury prototype is...
I know.
I'm so obsessed with it.
Oh, somebody is making it that I know.
Yes, Abby.
Abby. Thank you.
Sweet angel baby. I love her so much.
Yes, please follow her. She's awesome.
Yes, human sushi cosplay Abby. We stand a queen.
And Mercury is supposed to be like an android, right?
Yes, Merc was supposed to be an android, and then she
so
swapped
good.
that for Hotaru in the manga with that storyline.
Look at those shoes down there.
Oh my god, I know. It's got like a little Mercury symbol on her shoesies. That's cute.
That's cute as hell.
I love
You
that.
kept her shoes.
I'm sorry, Vina, what'd you say?
Oh, I love that kind of heel.
And then
little T-strap. And then like, Venus hasn't like from this to Sailor V didn't change all that much, honestly.
No, but I'm so confused by Jupiter's hip rolls.
Yeah, what in the fresh hell?
How are you
She's a
supposed to
banana
make those?
tree.
It's
With
giving
coconut?
previous
The
Pokemon.
coconut.
I saw it more as like those like weird, those jagged plates that like people make. Oh my god, she's a wedge salad. Wait. Oh, that's a planetary symbol. I thought those were mists or banana bunches.
What's up with those belt buckles? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be more like strappy something or other. Like it does. Was she
I
supposed
love
to have
the
something on her
color.
back maybe that she was carrying?
Yeah. Why is it one collar wasn't good enough? You had to
I
tack
know.
on a secondary collar.
And the broke
really
window.
love the two colors. It's so cool.
But she's got Jupiter like tropic cyclone or whatever.
you like
so
slap the planetary symbols everywhere on
yeah,
them.
just slap it.
You gotta
You slap
say,
it,
if there
you
were
chop it, you love
belts on the gloves, they would stay up much better.
Yeah.
If you cosplayed them.
Yeah,
From a
That-
cosplayer's perspective.
yeah. Also, glove rolls are my super arch nemesis, so that would have been nice.
But I think it's so interesting Moon got pink hair.
Yes, she got like very vaguely pink.
I really love
I mean,
the
it made it into
colorful
the
hair.
actual manga for like a
Yeah.
second, the first one.
Yes,
That's true.
and her uniform looks more like, okay, hey, we just like made a Seifuku like fancy here because it's separate. And this looks really
Cleavage they just
similar.
put on a forceful right.
To say what's coming out, I'm like, oh wait, just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, they give her some boobies.
Mars, her like little petals look similar to what we eventually end up getting for
She's wearing armor.
And it looked similar to those Prince armor, like when he's in Demion.
I guess because Mars is war. Is that why she did armor?
Yeah.
Even her
I love
necklace
the
is
like
interesting.
varsity thing too.
I just realized that the chest piece is armor too. I always thought it was like a poorly drawn bodice.
Oh, it's like you would make it out of Warbler.
Yeah, it's boob armor.
It's titty armor. Welcome to hell, everyone.
The armor.
I mean, that's what I call it for like their weird little like whatever the hell that is. It's just boob armor. I'm sorry. And the rest of the henchins.
I actually really like all of the like vibrant hair colors, and I wish that stayed.
Yeah.
At least for transformed, like it makes sense for them to go back to like warmy-ish colors.
I like it. And I don't know, I like the prototype Senshi. I'm a big fan.
Same.
Jupiter, though, definitely gets the most what the hell on her.
Yeah. Meet God. Naoko, why?
Literally.
What was the thought process? I just need to know this one thing. And
Then I'll be good.
She probably doesn't even remember. She's like, I
I need
that
to
drew
ask
it enough
her-
of a dream.
I need to ask her if she signed off on the fruit salad wedding dress. The ambitious salad.
Genuinely, because the builds it up that high.
I know.
Wait, did the anime run concurrently with the manga for most of the time? I can't remember now.
It
And
started
Disney.
running more concurrently when they started hitting stars.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why the
free
90s
art,
anime was so different.
I think was because they had caught up and they were waiting for her like write more before they started again in R.
And then stars just went whoop,
Yeah.
right off
But-
the rail.
This theory is like a little late, but I'm wondering, like, so many manga that like run concurrent with their anime, they like sacrifice their art style and like amplify things because they want it to look more like the anime. And I almost wonder if that's why we had that very samey look to the Senshi at the very end.
Okay,
Because-
true. Okay, so the original run was from December 28th, 1991. Oh, okay. We just missed it by a day. Hello.
Yeah.
And then it ended February 3rd, 1997 for the manga. They finish original. All right. The anime ended February 8th, 1997.
Ooh.
And then when did it start?
Yeah, they were literally like the chapter
Nothing.
and the episodes were coming out. And
Yeah.
that's why the whole Chaos Cauldron did not happen in Stars for the anime.
Yeah. Also, animating that would have just been like very end of original series
That's why Cosmos
Evangelion.
didn't make it.
When did this start?
1990.
92. March of 92. So they had like a year lead with the anime. Listen, I'm just saying it would have been like in that same kind of broken up style because it's like very like Chaos Cauldron's just like really nebulous, like like I don't want to say like weird in a bad way, but like artsy concept, I guess. And I feel like that would be like something more difficult to like translate to animation. But we'll see how Cosmos goes.
I know. I actually am waiting to watch it till we get subtitles because I'm like, I want to be able to understand what's going on.
It's not being simulsubbed?
Nope.
Ugh.
Like
Shoujo always gets the
Yep.
short end of the stick.
I know, and like even something as popular as Sailor Moon, bro, this thing is like over 30 years old and people are still going feral for it. The market exists.
But Demon
Yeah,
Slayer
that's-
was able to come
That's
to our
sad.
What'd you say, Celine?
But Demon Slayer was allowed to be in our theaters. Okay.
And yeah, we didn't get a theater release.
They're playing the Gurren Lagann movie. It's on like Tuesday and a Wednesday. I'm like, yeah, please.
My husband might want to go to that.
I do. I want to go. But like Tuesday and Wednesday.
We have jobs. Hello?
Yeah, exactly. Like I am working until 7:30 at night and then I have to get up the next day. Please.
That's respect.
All right. Any last thoughts on the Sailor Fukus, on their school uniforms, on how they evolve?
Yeah, I think like with
God, that color scheme.
yeah. Like I feel like the anime does it and like Crystal and I almost never give Crystal like any compliments, any bones, but I feel like they did the best job with the Mugen uniform.
I agree. I like because this is a lot,
Yeah.
but this is not that bad.
is, like,
That's how I kind
That's
of
how
saw
God
it in my
intended.
head. Yeah. Because that looks like my old school uniform. Like that doesn't look weird to me. But it's like very red is a really hard color to digitize. So if you're scanning art with red in it, it can get really messed up.
Mhm.
I wonder. I would love to see
Goes on a
originals.
materials collection and the class. But yeah, I guess like with Eternals, like I think just everybody becoming like much more uniform, right? Everybody has the same tiaras, same like accessories, same. I'm sad about the bucko tails though. I wish they would have gotten like waterfall pleats.
Yeah, they're so tiny as ribbons.
Yeah, they're like little dinky. But also with the ribbons, we have like our little like red string of fake thingy and blah blah blah. Like it's not like quite folklore, like urban, but not like quite urban myth, whatever. Anyway, I forget like what the origin story is for it, but basically if you're destined to be together in Japan, there's like this, oh, you're connected by like this red string of fate. So I think like the emphasis on the ribbons in this one in particular is yes, we are all like connected and these ties that bind us.
The power of friendship.
Love and
Yeah.
friendship.
Exactly.
Half the squad is married to one another.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
That's the lesbian.
We're all in this together. Just
Now I want to see Fuku cosplayers like running around on a golf course.
oh my god.
High School Musical.
It would be cursed. It'd be great.
I'd
Be here for that.
fucking do it, man.
They like those set up.
We're both like for the meme.
You gotta.
meme.
Okay, but can we talk real quick about glove rolls? Because the outer, okay, I want you all to notice. You see how
Oh
these
yeah,
are-
there's stupid
they all
fucking angled ones.
yeah, they all have these nice little easy 3-ring glove rolls. And then we get to the outers, and Naoko said, fuck you. Like, these are literally not straight. The outers could not even do their glove rolls straight. Come on.
Everything's gay.
Everything's gay. And then look at Hotaru's. She has
she's like little stabby stab. Like Hotaru's like whole costume is like literally, I
A
forget
threat.
who the designer was. Yeah, no, it's a threat. It's very like like she takes up like the most space, even though she's like bitty. With that, like she's all spiky. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. And Chibi's just like, hey, would you like the power of love and friendship? Like she is literally like giving fucking like cougar growling at you, and Chibiusa says giving you like sweet little white lady. That's like, oh, you sweet baby.
It's the trope of the grumpy one loves the sunshine one.
Yes,
that is their
Scary dog
Yeah.
privilege.
Exactly. No, precise.
And then Ashley weighing in here. Okay, but I love the pointy glove rolls. I feel like it makes the outers more ominous, which is actually how I always view them. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
She dodges. Yeah, she's too short.
Oh, gosh. But there are tutorials out there for these glove rolls. They
Yeah.
do exist.
Yeah.
Just Neo and the Matrix. Oh my god.
Oh, those spikes, not me.
Oh, okay, but any other gripes or anything we want to talk about with Fuku's?
Oh, I just do we had canon the sleeves as transparent or as solid?
Oh, for the love of God with Eternals. I swear. Okay, so it is a debate because Naoko cannot make up her mind in the art. Sometimes they're transparent, sometimes they're not. It depends on her mood.
The new Kodansha covers that came out like when it was like after Mix and Tokyo Pop lost the rights and Kodansha picked it up. They're transparent, and the underlayer of the skirt on Eternals is also transparent on those.
Those are short.
I like transparent because I like the textural differences and the differences.
That's fair. It does look aesthetically pleasing. However, I scream in solid as well.
Yeah, I've done it both ways, and like solid just looks better.
I think in real life translates better. I think for the artwork, the transparent is really pretty.
Yeah, like I would not be able to tell you how it's achieved in real life, but in illustration, I would really like the see-through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway.
Is it villains time?
It's villains time. Are you ready, Avina?
I'm so ready. Glare!
Glare.
Almost like all of the like main villain outfits are like directly copied off the runway. Either it's Mugler, Yves Saint Laurent. Sometimes we see some Chanel again, and I think Givenchy is also there. But yeah, Beryl and Galaxia are my favorite Mugler inspiration. And like, I just shout out to Mugler, rest in peace. He was incredible. Like in a time where your like heroine chic was all the rage on runways, like he was always putting people in different sizes on the runway, like older folks, like folks that like most people would say have like, aged out of wearing anything showy. Like he was like queer folks, trans folks, like he put everyone on his runways, and it was incredible, and he's been doing it. Like he did it for ages. Like it was not a recent development. So I always really liked watching Mugler's runways because like most of his models are not models by trade or were many moons ago and were like told they were too old to continue modeling. Absolutely love that like so many of the villains were inspired by Mugler's work. And like Mugler, a lot of his inspiration is like from the BDSM scene as well. Lots of like leather, lots of like really fitted work, extremely tailored stuff. Everything looks dangerous, which is just incredible. But yeah, just definitely look up like any like 80s, 90s Mugler show, and you're gonna see like at least one Sailor Moon villain walk past.
There's that one fit of Hotaru's from one of the art books where it's like the sweater that got like all the cutouts. It's like a short sleeve.
Oh,
Yes,
Isn't that a Mugler piece?
that is also a Mugler piece.
Because
That's Chanel in the
feeling counted for the first.
That's
little
Chanel in the
bit.
center, and that's YSL Yves Saint Laurent as the. I left my phone with my notes all the way on the other side. But it's fine.
Yeah, and then this is them in real life.
Yeah.
Yep, the same exact pieces. I love that folks like are so familiar with that Chanel piece that Pluto's wearing. Because like when Lily Rose Depp wore that at the Met Gala, like almost everyone was like, "It's Pluto!" And before she wore it, there was another celebrity who also wore it, either to the Met Gala or to like the Grammys, I think. And I remember back then, like no one was really commenting that. They were just like, "Oh, it's vintage Chanel, cool." But it was funny, like watching that, like have a full circle moment where everyone's like, "It's Pluto's outfit."
I love that.
Yeah. In other words, Mugler is not friend-shaped. Friend-shaped in real life as like a human being, but the costumes, no.
Yeah, this particular Mugler outfit that inspired like Kunzite and Cruz fits is like a little weird because he was inspired by World War II era Italian uniforms, like military uniforms with like yeek. But it's still interesting to see.
Yeah, I will give the fascists the one. The fashion was
Fascist
nice.
fashion.
Yeah, like they did a good uniform. And that.
They were villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened.
And then it's hilarious how exact these are to me.
Yup.
Classic Yves Saint Laurent. So that first image is a perfume ad. And yeah, Dark Lady was just the carbon copy. And I forget what they were called again, the Amazon.
Amazon. This is the Spectre sisters.
Oh, the Amazon triplets or whatever are also Yves Saint Laurent, or
yeah, the Amazon trio.
Yes.
Yeah. The boys or the girls?
I might not have put them in.
Boys. Yeah, I don't think they're on here.
Fisheye fucking Michelin man.
Yeah, honestly, Fisheye's outfit is wild.
It's a trip. But yeah. Anywho.
I love it. It's so interesting because like whenever I watch shows like Project Runway, like the first thing out of the judge's mouth is like, it's too costume. It's like not something that someone would wear. And I'm like looking at this Mugler, this Yves Saint Laurent, and I'm like, what? You don't look at haute couture for wearability. You look at it as art. And I don't know. Just
like her showing up to the party in a freaking metal corset besides a cosplayer and extra ass drag queen. Or
I'd do it.
yeah, exactly. Look at us.
Yeah.
Shows up in Black Lady's entire outfit, which I did buy because Hot Topic had it.
Yes.
Have her dress.
I have like, that. You know that confetti jacket that Harley Quinn wears in Birds of Prey?
Yeah.
I have the actual jacket from the actual designer.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. I'll send you a video of me swinging around in it. It is so much fun.
Oh my god.
It was available for pre-order. You could buy it. So I was like, hello, I would like one. But
no,
there's something to be said about costumey, scare quotes, clothing.
Because they're fun.
They're fun.
And Sailor Moons remained iconic to this day, I think, because they were so out there.
Yeah, people talk about like JoJo's and Sailor Moon with so much reverence, and like both of them are like so clearly influenced by like Dio. So, like hairstyle is just a Mugler reference again. You know, I can go on. I love Mugler.
Wow, you thought it was someone else, but it was me, Mugler.
It was Mugler is the anime inspo jump scare.
It's just so interesting to see like where the idea started and then where it ended. Especially Galaxias. And actually that's what we wanted to talk about. All the villains were very uniform in the beginning, and then by the time we get to Galaxia's crew.
Yeah. Like this is very much I found these stray cats by the side of the road and I picked them up.
The cat distribution center to give me these misfits. The island of misfit toys.
Yeah.
What happened.
Because this is the entire Shadow Galactic, and I don't know how to zoom in yet. But it's funny. I've learned from friends that this is basically they're all in lingerie.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're in some form of lingerie.
I didn't think of that previously.
Think about it. It's a teddy.
No, but you're right. You're right.
And did you know that you know whose boobies are out?
Whose titties
Well,
are out?
A Sailor Yanko, it's an underbust corset. Look.
Her titties are out.
I know, because everybody is losing their minds right like Crystal at the new movie that just came out because it is more apparent that Sailor Yanko's boobies are fully out and it's an underbust corset.
It's going back to Mugler's S&M and the lingerie and Spose. I'm telling you, it all comes back to Mugler.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly, Loki. Thank you.
Go for it. Can you read that, Duckie?
Yeah, it also shows that they weren't a unified force, just a bunch of individuals that happen to fight under one boss. This is exactly the point, and I think why he is ultimately able to overcome Galaxia and her bullshit. Out of everybody, it's like Phi and Kai, Leith and Memnicene, and like Crow and Aluminum Siren are all tied to each other, and like the way that Galaxia like rolls up to each of OG Thanos. Hi, I'm going to kill your Sailor Guardian who wants to be like. So imagine that you're just like a citizen of like Planet Nya. I forget where Luna and Artemis come from. I think
it literally is Planet Nya. I think it literally is.
Yeah. Great. That one.
Like, you're one sole protector against like international space alien threat has just been brutally murdered in front of you. Mao.
I also forgot
about
Rome's outfit is just trimmed with bells.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
She jingles.
No, like what even? Like what is her design?
Because
I
she's
love
a cat.
Yeah, it's a travesty, and I fucking love it.
And like the gloves, like just the hair.
Yeah, no,
what?
And how her legs are longer than her entire body.
It doesn't. And then they had to translate it to real life, which is crazy. And again, I'll be linking all these sites in the comment.
But yeah, like your one Sailor Guardian has been brutally murdered. And this lady is gonna kill everybody. Okay, sure, I'll fight for you. Please don't kill me too.
That's literally
how
what
Galaxia gets everybody.
What are the name that the two twins did?
Fine, they were gonna kill us. Yeah.
Literally strike straight through the heart.
So while they're like, it's giving like Crow and Aluminum Siren like walked so Azula, Tylee, and or is it May or Mai? Mai could like run an avatar.
And then we got a request to talk about.
Oh, which is 5. Yeah.
I believe, and I want to do an episode on this, so you know how I'm feeling. I believe if they had worked together, they could have actually won.
Yeah.
What? Genuinely, in my heart of hearts, if these bitches had just gotten along or checked their, or like however their craziness at the office, like, could have done it.
Especially with Mistress 9.
Yeah. I would have done it.
If you look at their color scheme and how they're almost like supposed to be like, they're almost 1-to-1 with a lot of the scouts.
Senshi,
it kind of like, like absolutely. They were just supposed to be like that foil that like didn't get their act together, like that alternate universe.
Yeah, no, 100. Like I feel like they had the best chance of if they had all gotten along because like they're all basically in this for like their own ish, and they're all like vaguely in love with Toma, which I hate because of that man. But like
Mistress 9 is also direct inspiration. I saw someone mentioning.
Exactly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think it's YSL. I'm like forgetting now.
I think it is.
I think you're right. I know we talked about it last time. I can't remember.
Lots of crazy.
But yeah, no, 100. If they had gotten their shit together, because Mistress 9 is on par with Usagi at that point in time. Like it would have taken like complete Deus Ex Machina, like Usagi from the future, like Cosmos herself coming down to unfuck it if Mistress 9 had like actually awoken and Chips wasn't in the picture. Like, But they're also like more cohesive. Like you can tell that they're like individuals, but we're clearly on the same team. Like if you grant like the rest of like Shadow Galactica, yeah, they're on the same team in terms of like we're all wearing funky lingerie. Like,
Yeah, I guess the lingerie is the connection.
well, and if we're going like super, super deep, which is probably not even what was like intended, but like if you think of lingerie as like, okay, this is the most intimate, this is the most vulnerable you can be with clothes still on.
Yeah.
With Galaxia. Okay. You are one step away from murder.
You can see it, but I just think that it's interesting that with the Witches 5 that they stuck with the primary colors and then unified it with like the addition of black details.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Here's cool.
I was just saying Witches 5 versus Sailor Senshi is bringing on with the 2 cheer squads. You're not wrong.
Nice.
And like it gives off the same vibe. It's just that they hated each other.
Yeah. Else. Snaps.
Oh, but any other opinions on their outfits or anything? I did see Ashley mention about how some cosplayers use mirror tiles for her. Oh,
Mehmet from absolute slay.
Mehmet's closet.
I love her.
She is the biggest dick in the entire universe.
Oh, that one's my favorite. The one with the.
But she blended in.
Oh my
She didn't
god.
blend in.
She has like my favorite hairstyle too of the era, like that kind of curly bob.
Yeah, and she always looks so cute.
I know. Slay.
Like, genuinely, that would be a cute cosplay, but only super niche with fans would get it.
Slay.
Oh my god, look how cute!
Maybe I'll do it, considering like my cosplays have just been Sailor Nemazine.
Yeah.
Evia.
You should.
But she looks so darn cute. I love her design.
Same.
Oh my god. No, but other personalities were super interesting. And yeah, like I said, I would love to do a hardcore deep dive on them.
Yes.
All right. And then who else did we not talk about?
Nehelenia.
Oh, that's it. Okay, we got to talk about it.
Nehelenia.
Puff sleeves from hell.
But they're so pretty.
Trying to
And look
make.
at that cape.
Yeah.
You know what I had to do to make that cape stay? Fish wire.
Fish wire?
Because it doesn't connect to anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Madonna wears the dress in like a spread.
Oh, here. This is and by the way, it's Sol from Mistream, which is usually my go-to source. Wait, Kunzite had another look?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
That's his when he was actually working for the prince.
A good boy?
That's
He was
that's
a
his
good
earth
boy.
form.
Good little lad before he got turned into a rock.
Bucket racks.
Back when he was fucking loyal. And then look at that peasant.
Low-key, it's really cute. Like 10 out of 10.
Still mad at her.
What season is
If she touched the generals.
Supers? There we go. I have Nehelenia's booty.
I love that she gets her own page.
Nehelenia's booty?
What?
Oh yeah, I have it. Oh,
And Nehelenia's further. There she is. And she's also on the page before it.
Okay. Oof. So pretty.
I know. I love her little cat eyes too, and her little fangs. It makes me happy.
I love
Such
her hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Such a complicated necklace, though.
Sure is.
Fur
Yeah.
and Catsy's hair are like some of my favorite.
Yes.
Making, finishing the wig because I had bought the wig from someone and I had to add more hair because I was going to be 6'2".
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have the giant freaking demonias, and
Yeah. Yep. I am 6'2" in that thing. That thing, my cape is attached with fishing wire so that it actually sits on the shoulders and looks like it's floating.
I love
I
it.
think it's
So
a pain in
good.
the ass. And it's my outfit's several different layers because she has so many. But yeah, that
So good, though. All right. And then any other thoughts before we move on to the Black Moon family?
yeah, it was definitely my tibbies.
Oh,
I wear that's my wife. I wear a steel bone corset when I'm in the Hellenia to get that. Her little pointy tits. Hate those things.
Oh, but it looks so good.
It does look good, but her outfit's a lot of layers. Her jewelry.
Oh, sorry.
Her jewelry was a headache, I'll say that. Because I did commission it for the jewelry, but I had to actually, I have a very small neck. I actually had to look at how they put it together and then take it apart and then rebuild it. It was all done with jewelry wire. I did not do her shoes though, because
That was just like the best review backstage of that.
Yeah.
yeah, when I'm 6'2", everybody is right here. You can't see my eyes; they're in your face.
Oh man, such a good cosplay. All right. Oh, and then I know Loki wanted to talk about this real quick. So the cosplay from Hell, where it's literally gradient. What is this? What is this? What is this? Is this transparent? Is this not transparent? This is a gradient transparent.
Oh, so you gotta dip dye some organza? Is that what they're telling me?
Good luck.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because look, it's like sometimes transparent, sometimes not.
Oh my God.
At that point, you're like hand weaving the fabric on a loom.
Yeah.
Forget the transparent and also the color change.
Yeah,
About them.
I forgot about. Is this gonna pop on here to end me?
There's so many outfits.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Serena thunder noises.
Katrina.
I don't know how I want to feel about those outfits because it is so unique.
That's a word. That's an adjective.
See, these outfits scratch the same weird itch that like Ruby Moon from Cardcaptor Sakura scratches for me, where it's just a bunch of leather, and you're just like, thank you. Are you dressed for winter? Are you dressed for spring? Is it fall? They seem cold, but also warm.
Yeah, like
Because they're
I
so
like
hot.
separate. If it was just, if theirs were more similar to Cockier's, where they had no, they do not. Sluts do not get cold.
Shaky heat packs.
But if it were similar to Cockier's, where it was still like, okay, I have like my tummy exposed and this like weird bra sailor collar thing going on, but like with a skirt, I think I would like it better. I mean, I hate that for each cheek. No, you just stick it in the middle. No, like her sailor form, she has like a skirt. She's got like a little pedal skirt looking thing.
That's the only, yeah, it doesn't show for some reason, I think.
But yeah, if it were that, then I would like their fits better, and also if the bra broad, because that's not holding anything for anybody, darlings.
And warmer cutlet.
Yeah, exactly. No, like you just shove in the middle, and then both will warm.
Also, I wish they committed and went full slutty, because there's those random yellow panels on the front and back of the pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you should have just removed those. Like, just gone the whole way.
Yeah.
But just the random yellow bit not only ruins, like, the silhouette.
Yes. Yeah. Like, the random cutout, no.
They were like, we couldn't show their booty cheeks. No, okay? They can't do that.
Wait, I just noticed, what's this down here?
Not for children.
That's definitely titties.
Is that titties out?
No, it's showing how like the bra situation works, I think. But yeah, left it solid instead of like adding a cutout insert thingy, like fine. But like this, or like made it like black mesh. I don't know.
Because there's extra straps. Like they're wearing layered bra tops.
Yeah.
You can see it more easily in like Cosmos. And I think that's why there's that extra art down there, because that's showing the layered bra top.
Yeah, because it's not, oh, hello, here is the bra with like bias tape on the side. No, that's separate straps that goes on top, because fuck you, cosplayers.
And yeah, no, and I agree with our audience right now.
Naoko didn't
Yeah, no,
expect
it
this to be
doesn't.
made in real life, so she was like, fuck it.
Oh
It's
man.
Mugler's impact, that BDSM vibe.
Even this school uniform kind of has that vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, like you can see like it's Gakuran, but like they got the little bites tape little bits.
And then this shows off the villains better. Like Galaxia, it's more clothing than I think her inspo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just
Yeah.
like a bikini bottom.
Yeah. And like look, like a Ted where that is. Definitely lingerie.
Corset. Yeah.
Definitely. But look at that. That is an underbust.
Are her titties actually out? I need
Her
to
titties are out.
I think the bow covers her titties.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Bro.
I'm also pretty sure that's a Mugler number.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel like I've seen the like weird leg straps that she's got going on before. Sailor Tiny Titty.
Oh yeah, we should talk about
Her full titties are out.
her full titties. They're out. They're out with her whole chest.
Oh, they absolutely are. She's doing the Rococo way. Here is like half of my areola and we're just gonna paint over it. But that is Tanyanko's.
Her fucking bow is the only thing keeping her in
Yeah.
decency.
Yeah,
Huh.
definitely.
And from those who don't remember, she's from the third movie.
Yeah, that maybe.
Oh, but I'm sorry. We're almost done. I'm sorry. We'll go. Is it like we're gonna go a little over? But I wanted to talk real quick, just because. Yes,
Oh yes, Michelin
yes.
Man.
even more. Yes, just like 100%. I love it all.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
did not know there was a coat.
Right there, that's 90s fashion.
There's
right
a
there.
coat. Oh look, he's got a little cat coat.
Right? He has a Just Ken moment.
Yeah.
God.
You're very
The
brave, Tiger's
hair
Eye.
too.
Thank you, Fish Eye.
Yeah, and then fish
That's what I
eye.
mean.
And then Michelin Man. Yes. The
Like,
Stay Puft Man.
That is
But-
something I would wear, which like
Looks
not
comfy.
a complete compliment question mark.
If it were made out of the like fleece that's like halfway between fleece and velour,
Yes.
if it were made out of that, that would be like the best winter jammies on the face of God's green earth.
What kills me is Fisheye went to Burlington Coat Factory, bought a suit, and was like, would be a little saucy if I don't zip it up the whole way. And then
that's hilarious. No, but it's such a good outfit and totally like iconic. And then, of course, Foxeye. Wait, Foxeye gets the coat too and a mask?
Oh, fancy. Fancy,
But, like,
fancy.
I love all of them. And then, let's see. What was there? Oh, and then should we talk about the horse boy?
Oh, Pony Boy.
after seeing these three, Ambrosia wedding dress might have actually come from Naoko's mind. I think I take it back a little bit.
Like, I honestly love Pony Boy. I love
Naoko's like least favorite design.
Is it?
I swear I read, and of course I can't remember where, but I swear I read one time that it was like literally her least favorite. Like she hated it.
Oh.
And now I can't remember where I heard that.
Because I feel like this is like the best of both worlds of
A little bit of military, a little bit of priest,
Yeah.
still priest
Yeah.
kind of thing.
because he's like, oh, I'm the guardian of the earth person. I
Do love because yeah,
Sorry,
not
guys.
person. She's the most covered, and she had a problem.
Not good enough.
I was like, you put him in a leash and a collar. Come on,
Hello? I mean,
harness this boy.
yeah. And
And you weren't happy. Straight to
What just happened? We just got completely off guard.
that's the show.
But anyway, next. But real quick, we had a request for.
sorry.
Oh, we got so off track. Okay, let's talk about the biggest. He's the biggest.
Look at those
fan.
fucking camo pants.
Right, so let's
This is the
go
next
into
one.
Prince Diamond.
Oh, this fucker.
Oh my god. I do think that is also a 1-to-1 Mugler, if I remember correctly. So much Mugler.
So Blair, but like also so iconic. Like anytime I see this outfit, it's so easy to know it's Prince Diamond.
Yeah.
He's dressed so well.
I know it's hard.
Maybe a douche canoe, but
Yeah. That's pretty.
I would have become his queen in a heartbeat. That's why I did Evil Queen Serenity. What if she went with Diamond? That's why I
And
did.
to be fair, he's been kidnapped 0 times. So,
Oh my god, actually, he's a canoe that could sail on the river of denial. And then Emerald, which
pretty
she's
girl.
so pretty.
I love her.
Something about I love that shade of green so
Me
much.
And it never really comes up again.
I know. Alu's like the closest, but it's like more olivey green on her than it is like. And I guess what's her face out of the quartet? Jinjin.
This also is what I know it's like technically more muted in the art that Takeuchi did, but like in my head, that's the shade of green that prototype Jupiter has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least we got it eventually.
And then sad boy.
Sweet baby.
Sad boy.
The saddest boy.
And the saddest lad.
And the saddest costume. It's like the costume's crying.
But you know what? Manga him really didn't have a good. The only reason we feel bad is because of the anime for him. So
That's true.
It's giving ice skating costume vibe.
It is.
That-
Especially with the little gloves.
you know what we didn't mention, like for artworks
What?
with the scouts.
What?
Diamond's version of Usagi is Art Nouveau.
It's an interesting dress. Isn't it based on artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Mugra rib. isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the. Oh my gosh, why is it slipping my mind right now? That classic like Art Deco piece. Alphonse Mucha. I think it's an Alphonse Mucha thing.
Yeah. It's a film.
Oh, we didn't talk about yeah.
What?
He's so fucking short.
He's a short king. Maybe.
Look at his torso. It's not proportionate.
I found the inspo.
Okay, can you send it or share your screen?
Yeah.
Oh, Loki got it.
Oh,
Let me
I can share. Oh, did you get it, or do you want me to share it?
go for a sharing if
Well-
you got the inspo.
Zhao.
There you go.
Oh, I love that dress so much.
All right. And then anything about Tuxie with his like prince design?
Not over the fact that drawing isn't proportionate. I'm having problems with it.
Yeah.
Like he looks stumpy in this
Stumpy?
artwork. He looks Pete. He
Look at
does.
this
He's
freaking
not-
thing this
He's
morning.
not proportionally drawn like Mamo in this picture. He's almost like half chibi, half person.
I
His
think it's
legs-
because like his shoulder pad.
His arms are too long.
Yeah.
too.
You know
Now
what he looks
with so much
like?
for proportions, man.
He looks like the standing man emoji.
Yeah.
Like, half walking my leg, just like
Yes.
just standing there.
And then
Yeah.
got everybody.
But he has the designs that she ends up using for his like armor are similar to the ones that she had on Prototype Mars as well.
Yeah. And then we just didn't talk about the rest of the sisters
Yes. Like greens.
because like
Snake.
they're wild outfits, but it's hard to believe they're real life outfits.
Well,
That
Yep.
Katsu one.
also a minor.
Yeah.
The Katsu
Cool.
one is 1-to-1 for such or blah blah. Mugler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's Mugler.
And then we know which ones these
Like
two
even
are.
the hair.
Birdie, I don't know.
She's a swimsuit.
Cone, I know, is another like direct from the runway rip. You know.
Yeah, I'm looking at Birdie now, and the gloves make me think it's maybe like a bit Mugler-y. And same with she's got that like seam that goes across her bust,
Yeah.
which like makes it look armor-like.
Let's see. Where did it go?
Sometimes the villains got really hot outfits though.
They did. Where is it?
Found it?
I found the runway human, but I don't know which designer it is. So I can share my screen.
Okay.
Hopefully. Avina will be able to. Oh, I think it's Mugler.
That's
I'm like-
Mugler. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Mugler.
Look, Lairdus was the villain's like main inspo. Oh god, that wedding dress.
That
Like,
Virgil salad was not from Mugler.
No,
I want to know who inspired that thing.
me too.
Whatever corner of Takeuchi's brain did the Michelin.
Yeah, that was like we had a bad trip on. Oh wait, no, I found Birdie's. She was also in this folder. Sorry.
Oh no, that's good. Oh,
This but
so she made it sexier.
Yeah. That also looks like a Mugler to me, because that looks like the dress that neckline reminds me of Beryl's dress,
Yeah,
and that's a Mugler for sure.
we were.
All right, but I think we got through everybody because we went through, I think everybody used different eras.
Yes.
Oh, just
But the girls. She also only has two love rule.
because she's
I'm surprised she
tiny.
didn't just
Right.
have one, because she's so small.
Oh, that would have been cute if they did this one.
Yeah.
But I do love her design.
I love her
I love
little
Chibi.
curly cream. Like my whole heart. Big.
The heart.
Oh
one.
shit! We didn't talk about Cosmos.
Oh, part 3. And we forgot Sailor Gucci and Sailor Chanel.
No, we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
part 3, my friends.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sorry,
It
guys.
doesn't
We're gonna-
hurt. There's so much
Yeah.
fashion in Sailor Moon. Like
We
it
got
hurts
it.
my soul.
We're gonna just have to do a third part.
What the Fuku Redux?
Yeah.
Electric
An electric boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. There's also the official Sailor Moon Chanel collab.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even talk about real life collabs.
I personally despise it because that's the Chanel Summer Resort, and the Chanel Summer Resort lines are usually just butt ugly.
And we also talk about how the Jimmy Choo collab didn't even use real leather.
Yeah,
Really?
that's classic Jimmy Choo.
For
You want to
40,000.
charge that much for shoes and you didn't even make them with real leather?
Yes, yeah. No, it's the plastic kind. It is Phantasma Pleaser.
There's also the Samantha Vega bags that are like always knocked off, but they're
Yeah.
pretty cute. I think those are actually pretty nice.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Celine, you ready to bring
Yeah.
us out?
As you guys have all seen, we're gonna have a part 3 next year. There's just too much to talk about. Maybe anything like to bring in a lot of the collabs, like what I'm wearing and what Michi is wearing. Also, bring in some of this kind of clothing. Go from like the show fashion into real life and see what has come out of real life. I think that would be a really good little thing. I own a lot of the pieces, so I might actually get a
Fashion
rack and like
show?
break them out. I own pretty much all the American outfits.
I have a lot of
out.
the fun Japanese collab stuff.
Oh,
You bring
we
that
can make
out,
you a
I'll
whole
bring
little
all the-
fashion show.
Yeah. Just bring it out, show it on a hanger. So yeah, we're gonna have to come back for a part 3 because we need to ramp this up. So that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you for joining us for the finale of season 2. Last year, when we did our final episode, that's when we announced that I was going to become co-host. So I've been doing this for a year. We're excited for next year. Kind of setting how we're going to do it. I believe we're going to do 1 or 2 episodes a month, depending on life, because Michi and I realized we were killing ourselves.
Yes. We loved it. Like, we were
Yeah.
fun, but it's
But
a
it
lot
was
of work.
becoming a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
So that's why the episodes towards the end of the year actually became 1, 2 a month. So next year, we've already got, Michi's already set up our calendars for a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Way to call me out, Loki.
That-
So
boundaries.
Okay, and here's our schedule. I can get called out too.
So that's in January. It'll be fun. We got the Utsunomiya is supposed to be about Uranus and Neptune. The cute little slumber party that Michi has been doing with Aurelia and Monica. I was like,
no, I'm just like handle.
and then who is the real Sailor Pluto with a Sailor Snubs is the end of the month. We'd also like to thank Duckie, fancy Duckie, so fancy, and Avina for joining us for our Moony Mayhem and the chaos that is our last episode. So we'll start with Duckie since the name was first on here. Go ahead and self-plug yourself. Go ahead, talk about yourself. Not me.
I'm trying to plug out.
Hello. It me. I am on the socials. Pretty much everything is at Fancy Ducky. I'm probably most active on like Instagram and TikTok, Twitter. I just like repost art and stuff. Anyway, I just got proofs back from Italian Renaissance Sailor Venus. So stay tuned for the CoHost to be edited and hosted soon. And if you like War Criminals of the Fire Emblem variety, I'm in Edelgard Hell currently with so much silk. But thank you so much for having me on so often. And it's always been so much fun. And I love these fashion dissection. It just makes my little heart happy. So
Yeah. No, these are always so much fun. All right.
Oh, thank you so much for having me again. I had a blast. I'm super excited for next time. I'm super excited for that next episode. I love the Utena movie.
It would be a wild one. Like, we're going down the Utena movie. Like, it's going to be a time.
Yes, I love that movie. It like lives rent free in my head. You like zoom in to like one of my lobes. It's just playing. So, especially like the scene where they're waltzing on water. Anyways, all that stuff aside, I'm currently on social media detox, but you can find all of my social media at avina.carrd.co. My Instagram is _avina_ because people keep taking my name. So that's me right now. I do a lot of in-person fashion panels at Katsucon and Otakon. So if you want to learn more about niche Japanese fashions and Japanese fashion history, you can come watch those. I also had a lot of VOD streams when I did a lot of like online panels. You can literally just look up avina-kei on YouTube, and like a bunch of my other panels by like different cons and Twitch channels will just pop up because I don't keep my own YouTube. So yeah, I would normally say DM me and I will answer, but I will probably not answer. But I will eventually get around to them. I just promised myself that I'd be taking a break till the end of the year. So yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Selene time.
As always, my fellow Moonies, make sure you follow all of our socials. Michi posts all the time. Like, if you want to know shit, follow the socials, because Michi is a good noodle and a good bean and posts our times on there. I don't do that.
That's fine.
I'd be fucked if it was up to me. You can find them on our link tree in our description. And don't forget to join us on the Saturday, January 13th. We're going to be starting season 3.
Yep.
I do not believe I'm in this episode, but it'll be on Saturday, January 13th. Be another Mooney adventure from 7 to 10 p.m. is our normal time, EST, because we are East Coasters. The next episode will be the Utena movie was supposed to be about Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune with Levi cosplay. I say that right?
Oh, nice.
As always, I am Selene. You can find me here on Twitch at Selene_Laufeyson. I will be coming back to streaming next year. I took some time off. I have needed it. That was another reason we also cut down, was because I also could not keep up along with Michi. But we're doing good. We're getting
a routine. We're
getting a
it down.
routine. It's been a lot. I've switched jobs and stuff like that. You can also find me on Instagram. My cosplay account I have not posted in quite some time because I have taken quite a hiatus. I'm hoping to return maybe the end of next year or 2025 to actually coming back to cosplay. But you can find me at Catarata. You can see my Sailor Moon cosplays that I have done, and I've also done a couple of others. And then my other Instagram is Witch Crafts, which is my small business that I run with my wife, the Comfy Witch. But yes, so have a happy new year, everyone. This one's for me. Have a happy new year. I can't wait to see you guys in the new year. I'm excited to Selene. I'm the Nehelenia. Yes. I am Queen Nehelenia from Anime Boston. Yes, my birthday's coming up
Yes,
also.
we have Oh, happy birthday.
Yes. Happy New Year. My birthday is on the 31st.
Yay.
Very interesting. I'm nearing 40 and I'm just like, oh God, it's encroaching. Every day it gets closer. So yeah, everybody happy New Year. Thank you, Michi, for letting me take this journey with you. I'm excited to start a new year, a better schedule for both of us. And just seeing where the new year takes me. There's a lot of stuff that is going to be happening to me next year that I will talk about like when it happens. So yeah, next year is going to be a year of changes for not only myself, but for the podcast in general. So
Keep on.
Selene signing off for the year and turning it over to Michi.
All right. And everybody, I actually have a little end of year surprise for everyone. Not even Selene and Loki knew about it. So everybody knows our logo. Everybody loves our logo. I know Loki, like, what?
You didn't tell us. We're both like,
So I contacted our artist, who is No Flutter, who does our logo, and I asked for a recolor for the next year. So I gave her this info. We're going to go into the cosmos, and I told her I want a really fun, like, just go ham on it and meet our new logo. Here.
who is this sexy bitch?
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a darker season. It's gonna be like all the fiery characters. Like we're going crazy, and I'm just so lucky that No Flutter is willing to do recolors of our artwork. So
That's so pretty.
So that's my little surprise and present for everybody. So
That's adorable.
I'm just happy you guys are happy because I was like, I really hope everybody likes it because I really love that artwork and that kind of vibe. And I was like, for season 3, we're going to go ahead. But as always, I've been your host, Michi. You can find my personal socials at MEW21, usually _cosplay. For Eternal Mooncast, you can find older episodes of our podcast on YouTube. We are officially caught up. Michi officially caught up after month. So
Get a round of applause.
thank you. Feel free to check out the entire second season. This episode, you don't get paid enough, Loki. We appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes, follows, however you would like to support our show in your own way. As a quick reminder, these are just our personal opinions. We celebrate all respectful Mooney opinions here. We are working hard on the show to be a place for Moonies to come together and discuss their theories and love and passion for Sailor Moon. Remember, as Sailor Venus once said, no matter how many times you fall, keep picking yourself back up. Good night, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you